I always catch myself wondering about the mysteries from our distant past. Today, humanity has reached a point that is wow, we're big. But what if there was something bigger in the past, like giants and bigger civilizations, things that, well, today are just a myth, like Atlantis? Is there any evidence that points out to the fact that maybe they existed? Where they come from, where they go to, things like that? And right now, we're going to be investigating a little bit about the evidence that may suggest that these things were just, not just mythology. Let's go. There are things in this world that we don't fully understand. That is a fact. Every now and then, humanity discovers something new. Now, take into consideration some of these videos, for instance. We have no idea how these things are happening. A shadow that walks by itself, a person that doesn't reflect on a mirror, and a ray that is coming from space that was captured on a security camera. Now take into consideration giants, a myth or not. They were depicted in many maps, and not only in maps, in history also. Where they come from, where they go, and what happened. Was it just a myth or not? The thing is, there is enough evidence out there to support a theory that maybe they truly existed. Robert Wadlow, known as the Giant of Illinois, was the tallest man recorded in history. Till today, there is no explanation to how that actually happened. For example, in Ireland, there is a place called Giant's Causeway. Its story is quite baffling. It's said that giants built this causeway a long time ago. If that is true or not, that is another question. But if you take a look at the construction, the size of the rocks, and probably its weight, it's very difficult to affirm that this was built by humans. Chances are, there was something else living on this planet thousands of years ago. Discovered by Swedish hunters, a team called Ocean X uncovered an anomaly in the Baltic Sea. If you take a close look at it, it seems it has some sort of giant stairway in one of its edges. Now, of course, scientists are trying to debunk this till today, and maybe they have. But what if it is some sort of evidence of something else out there, like Atlantis?
Kilómetros de la ciudad de Tarija, en el departamento, a una hora y 15 minutos más o menos, en vehículo. Les voy a mostrar unas imágenes de un lugar histórico para el departamento de Tarija. Para aquí, por ejemplo, ustedes ven la parte del talón que va formando el pie, sus dedos, el dedo grande o gordo. Y esto comparado, por ejemplo, con mi pie que mido 43 más o menos, ustedes podrán darse cuenta, miren, ahí. Entonces hay una huella. Aquí hay otra huella también, ¿no? Y seguimos por acá, por ejemplo, igual se nota ahí la huella, miren.
One of the places I would look at would be the Paracas school in Peru. Now, it is known that in a certain point in the past, royalty amongst the natives used to elongate their skulls. This was a practice that was done. And indeed, it worked, and it made it look like they were kind of alien. However, some of the Paracas skull that were found have no human-like sutures in them. There's normally 3 in our skulls, and that's not the case with some of these. Why is that? Were they somehow related to another species of human beings that lived here on Earth?
A certain percentage of the Paracas skulls, this is what your skull would look like. The Paracas, there's only one suture. And even if we zoom in closer, you can see that what was called the parietal suture, which should be going vertical, doesn't exist whatsoever.
Now, if you take a look, some of these skulls have huge eye sockets and massive jaws, very different from the humans that we have nowadays. Now, why is that? Now, it doesn't stop there. If we take a look into other cultures, we have massive statues of huge human beings. And there are quite a few footprints that can be found around the world. Huge footprints. What are these? What kind of beings? And what kind of size were they? Because some of these footprints actually look like they're coming from humans, with toes and human-like features. Where are they? Where they come and where they go to? Is there some sort of hidden history that we don't know about? On Google Earth, there are some strange features that can be found in Africa, for example. Some say that this is the remains of a giant dragon. So it isn't just giant humans that supposedly lived amongst us. Other sort of giant creatures may also have roamed the earth. Now, of course, this is just a theory, but it is compelling. And as I said, there are a number of giant footprints that can be found around the world, and some of them actually have human features to them. So some of these myths in the past might just not be some bad time story, if you know what I mean.
We are at the famous site of the giant footprint, or the footprint of God, here near Mphaluzi in South Africa, very close to the Swaziland border. Now, this is one of the greatest examples of an ancient footprint, a giant footprint about 4 feet high. 20 million tourists to South Africa every year, and nobody knows about it. It's unbelievable. And there we have it. Let's get closer. This is just beautiful. Look at this. There's the, you know, when you, there's the big toe, and the other 4 toes down to the small toe, down to the heel. What's fascinating about this is anybody that does a study of this will notice this piece sticking out here. It's like when you put your foot in mud and you pull it out, your toes will lift up a little mud.
There's also him or not. Where do these creatures come from? Recently in Russia, because of an earthquake, a strange tunnel appeared in one of the beaches. The tunnel extends itself kilometers into the ocean, and the way that the rocks are put together, it is suggested that it was built by someone. Till now, it is a mystery where this tunnel came from, how long it has been there, and actually where it ends. Is there some sort of entrance to an underground world on our planet that we still don't know about? Or something like that? It may just be. The mystery goes on, and the answers to some of the questions are, well, left unknown. Who actually lived here before us, and why they leave? Will we ever find out what actually happened in the past, or will it remain a mystery forever? And what will happen to our civilization when we disappear? Will the next one wonder themselves the same as us? Will it be a big mystery for them why people in our time carried phones around? Will it be a big mystery why there were cars and buildings? How will they see this? This is a good question, isn't it? Well, this is it for today, folks. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, share if you think this is important. Don't forget to tell your dogs and your cats to subscribe to the channel also, and I'll see you again.